Welcome to our Ballers to the 409th episode. I'm Nemo, and today we are playing our last couple games to get Masters. And this is pre-recorded, so I edited it up a little bit, but mostly left it as it is. So, I hope you guys enjoy it, and this first game we're going to be playing in parallel plays on Knockout. And we got a really good draft here. We got a Surge, who's a very good tank counter, into a couple of tanks. So I think we're playing against a Buzz. And I think they picked a Doug, which is such a strange pick. He's not meta by any means. So we already get our first super very early in the game. And we also have an Ems as our teammate, which means it's going to be super easy to counter out these tanks. The third brawler is going to be a Edgar, which is a good counter to our Nita. But otherwise, I counter all three of them. The Edgar is good into our teammates, Ems and Nita. But Nita is great into brawlers like Doug. And yeah, especially Doug and Buzz, Nita is super strong against. Because it's just so hard for them to take down the pair without taking damage. So yeah, this game was pretty easy to take care of. Took care of the left zone early, and then Nita and I were just able to double team the right. And yeah, for the rest of the episode, I think all of them, except for this, are the final game. So you'll just be able to see the second game of each matchup that we win. So yeah, easy win for our first one, and all we need to do is just take care of the second game, and it should be easy pickings. So yeah, just hopping into another game here. Masters this season took a long time. This was actually last season, so as I'm recording this, I already have Legendary in the new season, which is kind of crazy to say. But I'll be posting those episodes soon. Just gotta get this Masters one out to you guys. But yeah, once again, just trying to get our super early on this Doug and Buzz, which we do get one hit, but not as quick as the last game. And gets a nice double tap, and we're able to pinch out this Buzz. I'm gonna super grab the kill, and we already have control of the left zone. The Edgar is gonna take out our Nita again on the right. But that's expected just because that Edgar has a really good matchup. We get a clean double super and able to get a double kill actually. Actually, we got a triple super on that whole interaction, which was actually wild. So yeah, really nice triple kill. And yeah, they're all respawning. We get a hit onto the Buzz here. And the Buzz is going to super backwards, which I'm not sure why he did that. We're going to hypercharge, use the gadget, and the Ems is going to finish off the kill. And yeah, this should be game. There's nothing that the other team can do about it now. We have so much control of the zone, plus our Ems has his own super. So yeah, Doug and Edgar already quit, and we're going to come in for another triple kill as a team. So yeah, GG's to these guys. Not the best draft on their part, but we'll take the free win. And this was also our Legendary 2 game. So I think I got star player on this one as well. Just got a lot of kills, a lot of damage. And our Nita just taunting them at the 99% mark. Yeah, we go 7-1 here. Ems and Nita also have really good stats. And I ended up reporting all three of these guys, I think. I actually report people a lot, just because I feel like if you're going to make drafts like that, you got to get reported. Like, who picks? Never mind. I guess it wasn't a horrible draft, but, you know, open that rank drop and we get 150 bling. But yeah, like I was saying, this Master season was pretty wild. I pushed up to Legendary pretty early in the season, and then waited till the last, like, 10 days-ish to start pushing the Masters. And we got up to Legendary 3 relatively quickly, but I think I went up and down between Legendary 1, the very top of Legendary 1, I think I tilted as low as, like, 7,600, to all the way up to 8,800. I went from 8,800 to 7,600 in one day. It was wild. I was feeling kind of depressed, honestly, and yeah, it was just not a good day. The next day, I pushed back up to Legendary 2, and then ended up getting Legendary 3 the day after. And then I got up to like 8,900 peak, and then I tilted back down all the way to the bottom of Legendary 2. And yeah, it was just a back and forth all season. By the end, there was like 4 days left in the season. It was Christmas, and I was just ready to get Masters. And I hadn't got it in 3 seasons because I just have had school so much recently. No time to push Brawl Stars. And since it was break, I decided to push Masters again, get my battle card back. And yeah, this was my 8th time pushing Masters, which is kind of crazy to say, but we have the max battle card. I didn't get any more triggers on the end of it, but you'll see that later. You know what I mean, stars. But yeah, this game was kind of crazy. We went 7-0. Mortis absolutely popped off the first round, and at this point in the push, we were 1 game off of Legendary 3 for the first time. But yeah, after I got Legendary 3, it went back and forth so much. This is the Legendary 3 game. We go for a Sandy. Had actually really good matchups, able to counter out that Spike gadget pretty easily. Poco had a lot of health, but I was able to counter out the Surge also pretty easily. I think Poco had a lot of good matchups in our team, but we ended up going for a Penny and a Griff as well. So I think as a team, our comp definitely outdrafted theirs. Penny is just such a good brawler, and Spike isn't a great brawler. So yeah, Poco also kind of niche. He's solid on some maps, especially in like Hot Zone. He's okay in Gem Grab, but you kind of have to synergize a Poco with tanks. So yeah, having brawlers like Sandy, Penny, we're able to just outrange him. We're going to go down to the Surge here, which was pretty unfortunate as we could have had really easy control of the zone if we had killed him. But Griff gets a nice kill on the Spike on the right, and Penny has gotten her super down on the right side. It's just so hard for the enemy team to take out. And we waste a gadget here somehow, but we go ahead and throw down that hypercharge super. The Griff goes down to the Surge on the right lane, but I think if we play this out patiently, it's going to turn out good. I do end up killing the Surge, but that Poco could have two-shotted me, so I had to retreat. And then Griff is going to die again to the Spike. So yeah, right now it's basically just me and Penny versus all three of them. Pretty unfortunate that it turned out this way, but able to come back, play it patiently is the way to go. Instead of rushing in, we just wait to get our hypercharge. Penny gets a nice hypercharge super, which is super, super hard to deal with for them. And then we get this Surge or Sandy super, which just makes it impossible for them to get zone back. And I get another super. It's crazy. In the last 30 seconds of this game, I think I got 3 or 4 supers in a row. And then Penny is almost going to go down, but we survive, kill the Surge, and we get countdown. So as long as we can grab some of those gems from the mid, we should prevent them from being able to get another countdown. And yeah, even though they have 7 gems, they just don't have enough firepower to come back. And we end up taking the game 20-0. GG's from our teammates. Actually, that Penny was really clutch. Very good gem carry for our team. And we lock in that legendary 3. We go for that star player. We got 14-5 with 130,000 damage, I think it was. And we end up getting legendary 3. And then, yeah, my ranked drops were pretty bad this season. I did get the, what was the Rosa skin? I forget what it's called, but it was a solid skin. It's like the cartoony version. We got that in our gold drop, sometime in gold. So got it pretty early. For the rest of the season, we just got bling. And also, about this match, we absolutely dominated the first game. So I decided to record the second one. And that guy, the Barry on our team, his name is Nathan's Him. And if you've watched esports for any time at all, you've seen Team Mystic, and he's also played on a couple other teams. But Nathan is a pro player currently, and he's a really, really good player. I think he maxed out at 120,000 trophies. Always pushing masters, such a good player. So yeah, kind of fortunate to get him on our team, not on the opposite team. And they ended up picking a Power 9 Colette this game, which was just really bad for them. Power 9 could not stand up to our Power 11 Frank. Plus that Hypercharged Berry is just so toxic. And I think this was back before the Berry Hypercharge got nerfed. It was actually glitched at that point. So it had 3,000 damage or 3,000 healing on that initial super. And we also played against the Shade. I think they first picked the Shade, which was not a good decision. It just meant that they were able to we were able to open up all the walls and completely counter out that Shade. So by the end of the game, the Stu completely quit, and that Power 9 Colette was just spinning. And yeah, as you can see, that Barry is so broken, one of the best brawlers in the game. But we do lock in that 14-0 star player. And yeah, this is his account. He had 120,000 max. And yeah, just a really good player. So really cool that we got to play with him. And I did recognize him because I knew that his name was Nathan's Him. So anyways, this next game, I feel like they had the better draft, honestly. If the Barry would have played better, we probably would have lost. But Brock is really smart opening the walls, meaning that we can counter out this Daryl and the Barry easily. So yeah, Piper also, this Piper, he was decent, but we're able to just kind of stay back and out-health them. As you can see, Daryl has nowhere to go, able to take him down pretty early. Same with the Barry, his range just isn't long enough. So he's going to block off that mid lane, but we're able to just wait it out, both survive. And the Daryl gets a super, gets a kill on the Brock. So he actually gets a double kill on our team, gets a ton of damage, plus gives room for that Piper Barry to come up. So yeah, actually not looking too good. I just remember the first of this game, we absolutely killed them. And I think that Daryl wanted to win pretty badly. But Brock is going to open up the wall. Probably not the best decision because it just opens up my turret to be able to be taken down really easily. But it's okay. Able to counter out the Daryl and Barry even easier. And yeah, Barry is just going to be stuck out in the middle here. He's going to try to heal his Piper teammate, but he's going to go down to the Brock. And if we can take out this Daryl, we can get a whole lot of damage on the safe. But I'm just going to go for that gadget onto the safe and get like 20% there. And then it's game over once this Jessie gets her turret. They actually take down the Jessie turret, which is kind of crazy. They did it so fast with a Barry. But we have a 20% lead right now, 49 to 73. Not looking too bad. Brock gets another nice kill onto the Barry. And Piper is left out in the open by herself. So, yeah, kind of hard for her to deal with us all by herself. She has the longest range on her team, while our teammates both have really short range. And then our whole team completely outranges them. And they both, all three of them go in. And I think this is where we end off the game. I have one gadget left and a hypercharged super. So, yeah, Jessie Brock gets some more nice taps on the super. And I just go in and absolutely shred through their safe the last 35% with the hypercharge. It's impossible to stop. And yeah, we get that win and a bunch more elo, get that star player. And I think we're a couple games off. We had a really, really good game later on that I'll be showing. But yeah, I think we're like 3 games off. Maybe, yeah, I think 3 off of Masters. But yeah, let's see. This one, okay, this one, I played Eve because it's just super hard for that Edgar to get up close. If I can stay away from the Jessie and the Piper, I have pretty solid matchups, especially because this map is filled with water. The first game, I absolutely shredded them. So none of them wanted to go in my lane that game. And I do end up getting hit by this Jessie a little bit, but able to help down Melody. Is going to get a kill on the Edgar. At least the Nani does. And they only have a 13% lead. So we're going to get a double kill onto the Amber and their other teammate. I think it was a Jessie. I forgot who it was. We're going to have to jump away from this Edgar here, though, because he gets a little too close. And we shred through that Edgar once again. And the Amber lane is probably my worst matchup on this whole game. But as long as I can outrange her, stay on the water, she can't really do much against me. And yeah, she's all the way down to 80 health, so just got to wait her out. And I think we get a kill here at least. Yeah, we end up getting that kill after a hard-fought battle. Throw down another super, and my Melody is currently shredding through their safe all the way down to 25%. So we're going to get hit by this. Actually, I thought we did get hit by that Amber super, but we didn't. And the Edgar is going to go down to my poison. And this should be game over. They only have 10% left. And although the Jessie does get a kill, that Melody with a hypercharge, it's just so broken. Pops in and finishes off the game. So now we get that star player 15-3. We got so many kills that game. And we got some decent damage on the high safe. But we are 2 games off of Masters. And this game was actually wild. I think I played Nita, and my teammates absolutely hard carried. They cooked in this game. I feel like they had the much better comp by far. I mean, Amber, just so unstoppable. Max just pairs so good with the Daryl. And although Ashe is really strong, my only good matchup here was against the Daryl. And Ashe was going Daryl lane. But somehow, Sandy sneaks on a kill against the Amber, even though Amber should win that lane. And right now, I'm literally doing nothing for my team. As you can see, I think Daryl does score here. Oh, no, we block. We block the Daryl this time. But yeah, Ashe and Sandy absolutely hard carrying here. I just can't get in range of any of them. As you can see, I've only gotten 2 hits from my supercharge bar. And Max does speed them up, which just makes it even harder for me to get super hits. But we do snag a kill. Well, I mean, the Sandy snags a kill. And then the Ashe gets a kill. And that just leaves me against the Max, which is a pretty easy matchup once it's a 3v1. And we get our first win. And then Sandy has a really nice super, going to make it really easy for Ashe and I to push up. And yeah, I'm getting a lot more pressure here. If I can get a super, it's going to be pretty hard for them to deal with me. But we're going to get almost a kill onto the Amber. He has 800 health. And my super ends up going for the Max. I should have scored here. I missed the ball off the edge there. Just so sad. And I do miss again. The Sandy is getting doubled. But he sneaks in the goal. I do not know how he did that. But kudos to my Sandy here. Sandy and Ashe really clutched up. So, yeah, kudos to my teammates. And somehow we get 121 points, which is just insane on our last game. So this is our last game, and our draft was pretty okay here. I just remember our draft, we absolutely outdrafted them because my teammates picked a lot better brawlers than them. And for bans here, I mean, a lot of good throwers are good here. So I think I'm going to go for a Sprout ban. And then especially brawlers like Jean, we want to ban Larry, are really, really good here. Our teammate goes for a Larry ban, and then a Miko ban is a solid one. And then they end up banning 2 throwers as well. So the only throwers that are open right now are Barley, Dinah, and Willow, I'm pretty sure. Maybe there might be one more that I'm forgetting. Oh, Tick. So yeah, Tick was a really good option. But I suggested Gus because I feel like Gus is just one of the most versatile and he can pair really well with anybody. But yeah, our Gus locks in the first pick, and then we'll see who they pick. I can't quite remember. But okay, they're going to go for a Brock, which is a really good wall break brawler on this map. But we don't have any throwers right now. So it kind of makes it a little easier to draft and actually know what to draft. Otherwise, let's see. For our other pick, I think we do go Angelo. And then I ended up picking a Buster because my teammate suggested it. And yeah, they're going to go Gray. And they only have Power 10 Gray, which is good. Means that they don't have Hypercharge. And okay, he keeps suggesting me Buster. I suggest him Angelo because I feel like Angelo just super solid brawler into both of them. Can outrange both of them and deal more damage than them. And then I think Angelo can almost even one-shot a Brock, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm feeling really confident in our comp right now, especially because Gus, he can throw his shield onto me or the Angelo, and we're just going to become so tanky, especially me. And then I'm able to just stick together with the Gus and Angelo, charge up supers really easily. And then for their last pick, they go Colette, just in a last-ditch effort to counter me. But honestly, Colette was just a really bad pick because Colette is super easily counterable by Gus and Angelo. So that plays really good into our comp in the first place. Plus, I can block her attacks with my super, and I can even use my star power to cancel out her push it star power, making it even easier for me to counter out the Colette. So yeah, right now, it's just a battle of patience, because whoever has more patience, whoever gets the first kill is most likely going to win the match. And I know that my job here is to just stick with my teammates, charge up my first super, and support them where I can. But honestly, my teammates are the ones who are going to be able to do the real work, as they can outrange all of them. I'm kind of stuck here, but my Gus gets pulled right through the wall and somehow survives. I'm going to use a gadget and get a nice double pull onto both the Gray and Colette. And yeah, like I said, Colette just has really bad matchups. And I'm going to go for a super here and survive, which leaves our Gus and Angelo in a very easy situation. And we help out really, really solid first round for us. And yeah, my super was really clutch there, just being able to survive and confirm the 3v2, which actually made it really easy for us to win. I knew the Gray gadget was coming here, so I was just trying to charge up my super so that we can dodge it and just confirm that we won't die. Brock ends up using a super and gets 2 hits, one on me, one on the Gus. And then Angelo gets all the way down to 300 health, but Colette misses his super and overextends, meaning that I can gadget him. And then Gus gets a really, really nice super on me. I'm going to use my shield, push all the way up the map. And right now we just have full map control. Gus gets another really, really nice tap onto the Brock. So yeah, this is pretty much game over at this point. And then Gray, in the last ditch effort, TPs on me and I kill him. So yeah, really, really solid first game. Really good teamwork. Angelo not doing much, but at least he's not dying and he's still getting a lot of pressure up the map. So we'll take it. And then this game, we know that they're going to play smarter. They know what they need to change up. They need to have that Colette on my lane. So just doing my best to stay back, charge my super. Brock is going to open up the walls again. And yeah, Gus gets pulled and somehow survives again. I don't understand how this Gus is surviving. Angelo gets a tap on the Gray, and then gadgets out of there, which was pretty smart by him to survive. And they do have a lot more map control than us right now, but I end up getting my super, and if I can use this smart, then I know that I'll be able to get full control back. Good thing I didn't super there, though, because that Brock almost got a full super on me. And even just me being here means that we pressure up the map. I'm going to use a super, and then Angelo gets an insane tap onto their Gray. And then I go down. It was such a dumb decision. I should have just went back with my teammates. And yeah, I kind of sold this game here because then the Colette gets a really lucky super onto our Angelo. And we lose the round, which was really surprising to me. But now I know what I got to change up. Just got to stick with my teammates a little better. Brock misses another super, and Angelo's doing his thing on the left. And I do get my super here, so going to use this in a sticky situation when we need it. Or I guess I'm going to use it for an aggressive play, and maybe not the smartest decision, but the Gus gets a really nice super on to the Gray, knocks him back, and survives. So yeah, currently we are in a 2v3, which means we should be able to win pretty easily. Angelo doing work here. He already has a hypercharge in the second game, and Angelo cooks here on the left. So yeah, like I said earlier, just Angelo just has such a good matchup against all of these guys. And yeah, this could be the last game. This actually is in fact the last game. And we are getting pressured back a lot here. But I know that being patient is the key. If I use my super in the right situation, it's just going to be game over for them. And then Gus throws his super at the enemy. Or actually, he throws it at the wall. But I get another pointless super. So right now, that super was not good. We're getting pressured back a whole lot. And I'm just hoping my teammates can clutch up because there's nothing I can do against this Gray. And then they do. They get... that Angelo hits an insane tap onto that Colette, which is just wild. And at this point, I know that it's game over. Yeah, there's nothing they can do into two of us, especially not having that Colette anymore. That Colette was the biggest way. And the Brock ends up quitting, and then Gray does the same. So that's going to be Masters right there. Really solid game, really good teamwork. I think it was a pretty even split on kills. We go 5, 4, and 4. And kudos to Angelo. He absolutely cooked. And there we go. We got Masters. We get a legendary drop to go with this. And it is my 8th time getting Masters. So even though it says I had 6 stars on my battle card, it should be 7, but it just doesn't go above that. And then the legendary drop, I get Mr. P. So I'll take that Mr. Fly. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in this episode. Let me know if you want more ranked gameplay. I already have the video recorded for Mythic. So yeah, if you guys want more similar to this episode, let me know. I'd love to record some more. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this one. And hopefully we'll see you next season with some more ranked gameplay. We'll see you in the next one. Peace!